Hello everyone, today we will talk about the transit of Neptune. Transiting Neptune is in quincunx with natal Jupiter. How transiting Neptune will behave in quincunx with natal Jupiter depends on the position of natal Jupiter. This transit may be more prominent in your life if you already have planets in aspect to your natal Jupiter. But the basics are as follows. The imbalance represented by the transit of Neptune in quincunx with Jupiter is viewed as your dreams versus your reality of desire. This Neptune attack brings a time to reassess your knowledge in a new light, and this will certainly require letting go of a few of your desires. How Neptune calls himself Lord of the invisible realm, which is mysterious in itself. When it does not cooperate with Jupiter in such a transit, although their cooperation due to incompatibility is never supported, because Jupiter itself is based on knowledge and personal experience, be careful not to be too idealistic and be aware of the limitations of your abilities. Therefore, we will describe the entire transit as a dimension of life that we cannot experience with our five senses, and we will understand and perceive it only in our imagination. And because of the behavior of the transit, Jupiter's expansion will be blocked. Your ideas, which are larger than life at this time, and your instincts, although sometimes powerful, will be fueled by insecurity, paranoia, and grandiosity. So full of hope with a vivid life of dreams and imagination, you will be too trusting and unrealistic. The more you believe in your dreams, the further they will be from the truth. Similar things will happen if you believe in or belong to a person or belief system. There is also an even greater chance that you will unfortunately be disappointed when the beam of cosmic balance turns the other way. Ideologies and spirituality have never gone hand in hand, although they have been connected and considered as one for centuries. And precisely these impacts of Neptune on Jupiter throughout life prove it to us. Therefore, if you follow some kind of ideology thinking that this is the path to higher consciousness, Neptune in quincunx will block your path to it. With practice, you might develop the ability to distinguish institution from spirituality, but your first inclination will be to retreat into fantasies of power, abundance, happiness, and wealth, no matter how far removed from real reality. The transit of Neptune in quincunx to Jupiter can be active for up to 2 months, and with retrograde it has an effect throughout the year. At that time, it will seem that you will never learn your lesson, because you repeatedly fall into the same traps of self-deception or excessive optimism. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes and take care of your finances until you begin to realize the disconnect between life as it is and the life you want it to be. Your first response will be to retreat further into fantasy, or to simply indulge in addictive beliefs or substance use in order to further reinforce the existence of their fantasy world. Try to maintain your creativity and spiritual pursuits, but be careful not to fall into unrealistic fantasies. Test the limits to get the most out of this transit. Look for hidden blessings in disguise. If you already have to take the risk and have a certain amount of trust and faith, check where you will look for truth. Jupiter is the planet of knowledge and learning, so take advantage of it. The world needs your inspiration and imagination, and the lesson of this transit is to know. Know where and what to look for and in what way. With knowledge, experience, and maturity, you will have the potential to experience significant personal healing, leaving behind ego-based fantasies and self-delusion, actually embracing spiritual practices and beliefs that will help you overcome challenges. The quincunx itself is difficult to achieve due to incompatibility. That quincunx works the same as these two planets, it is based on totally different foundations. However, due to the slowness of movement, it gives you enough time to learn with the help of Jupiter how to make the most of it. With the years and experience that follow, you will find a safe range to work within that produces good results without loss or disappointment. So, only after you further develop knowledge into tools, grounding yourself beyond your expectations in reality and deal productively with limitations, you will discover the full potential of your intuition as a creative guiding force. Some will find that a certain amount of fantasy, media attention, magic, religion, and even drugs may be necessary to maintain a balanced life during transit. But too much or too little of these things will cause your downfall. However, the right amount in proportion will lead to brilliance and genius.